Throughout history, myths have been used as a storytelling medium that is intricately entwined with social norms, customs, and worldviews. They are full of symbolism, metaphorical truths, and fantasy components, even though they frequently contain parts of truth. The following is how myths can be viewed as a unique take on true storytelling. It is possible to read the story of the Battle of the Titans as a metaphor for heavenly occurrences, particularly the interactions between planets and other celestial bodies. An explanation of how this allegory could play out can be found as follows. According to the allegorical interpretation, planets, moons, or even stars could be represented by the Titans. Every Titan can stand for a certain planet or other celestial body in our solar system. The Battle of the Titans could also, in my view, symbolize the dynamic interactions and gravitational forces at play in the cosmos. Just as the Titans engage in a fierce struggle for dominance, celestial bodies exert gravitational influence on each other, leading to orbital dynamics and celestial events. It is possible to view the gods and heroes of mythology as personifications of certain planetary traits or qualities. Zeus, the monarch of the gods, might stand in for the sun, the main planet in our solar system, for instance. Various planetary characteristics, such battle Mars, intelligence Mercury, love Venus, and fertility Jupiter, may be represented by other gods and heroes. Again, allegory was used by myths to explain cosmic occurrences, natural phenomena, and enigmas surrounding the cosmos. In order to communicate more profound truths about the universe and humanity's place in it, ancient cultures personified celestial bodies as gods and heroes involved in heroic adventures and conflicts. Let us go back to the very beginning. Cronus attacked Uranus during his encounter with Gaia on Mount Othrys, and using the adamantine sickle, he cut his penis and tossed it across the Mediterranean. Following this, Cronus broke up Gaia's womb to free the Hecatonkaias and Cyclopes who had been imprisoned in the underworld, Tartarus. The Titan War was a 10-year conflict that took place in ancient Thessaly. The Titans, who were the elder gods located on Mount Othrys, fought the Olympians, who were the younger gods who would eventually rule over Mount Olympus and their allies. The Olympian gods triumphed in the conflict, which was fought in order to decide which generation of gods would govern the universe. Symbolism and allegory are common devices used by myths to communicate deeper truths about the universe, morality, and the state of humanity. These symbolic elements could be gods, magical items, or mythical creatures that, although not real, stand for abstract ideas or universal truths. Let us begin our story. There was only chaos at the beginning, according to Hesiod's Theogony. Everything was covered in dense darkness until the earth emerged from chaos along with the mountains, sea, and stars, followed by the sky, Uranus. The Titans were then created when Uranus and Earth united. However, Uranus feared that one of his offspring could seize his kingdom. For this reason, he sealed each of them deep inside the earth. However, the most powerful Titan, Cronus, his son, overcame him and rose to power as the global leader. He married Rhea, who gave birth to Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter, 2 gods and 3 goddesses. However, Cronus kept his father's anxiety to himself and believed that one of his offspring would eventually succeed to the throne. He swallowed them at birth. But because Rhea was expecting her 6th child, she secretly gave birth on a mountain in Crete and hid the baby there, thinking it would suffer the same fate as her other children. She named her son Zeus. She also sent Cronus a stone wrapped in swaddling blankets, which he swallowed, believing it to be his infant, tricking him into believing he had also swallowed this kid. Zeus was looked after by the nymphs, who also fed the infant goat milk. Zeus later tracked down his father and, after fooling him into consuming a concoction of wine and mustard, caused him to burst open his stomach. the elder siblings of Zeus emerged from Cronus fully developed. This is how the great Titanomachy began. The war between the Titans and the gods, with Zeus as their leader. This titanic battle lasted for 10 years. The gods defeated the Titans and threw them into Tartarus, a dark and gloomy place as far from the earth as the earth is from the sky. Then the gods fought with the giants for the dominance of the world. The gigantomachy lasted a long time as well, but the gods were again victorious. Thus Zeus became the ruler of the whole world, and he and the other gods settled in Olympus. The plot starts with the birth of Perseus, the god's monarch Zeus's son, and mortal lady Danae. Acrisius of Argos, Danae's father, sends Danae and Perseus into the sea in a wooden chest out of concern that his grandson may kill him in the future. A fisherman named Dictys takes them in after they wash ashore on the island of Seriphos. Perseus ages, King Polydectes, the king of Seriphos, develops feelings for Danae and regards Perseus as an obstacle to his desires. Polydectes sends Perseus on an apparently impossible mission to retrieve Medusa's head, a gorgon whose look turns men to stone, in an attempt to get rid of him. With the help of the gods Hermes and Athena, Perseus sets out on his dangerous trip. He is bestowed with a shield that has been polished to a mirror-like sheen, a sword, a helm of darkness that makes him invisible, and winged sandals that facilitate flight by the gods as he travels. The Graeae are 3 elderly women who share a single tooth and eye among themselves. Perseus first meets them. He takes their tooth and eye, then forces them into telling him where the nymphs who know important information about the Gorgons are located. Perseus is led by the nymphs to the Stygian witches, who provide him vital information regarding Medusa's whereabouts and weakness. With his learned wisdom and cosmic abilities, Perseus sets out for the Gorgon's lair. He avoids staring at Medusa directly by using his shield as a mirror, and while she is sleeping, he beheads her. He picks up her head cautiously, trying not to meet her terrifying stare. Perseus travels to the kingdom of Joppa on his way home, where he sees the stunning princess Andromeda bound to a rock and offered as a sacrifice to the sea monster Cetus as vengeance for her mother's arrogance. Andromeda captures Perseus's heart, and he decides to save her. Perseus approaches Cetus with the head of Medusa in his hand, and with the help of the Gorgon's stare, he turns the sea monster into stone, rescuing Andromeda. Upon his return to Seriphos, Perseus finds that his mother Danae has been subjected to torture by Polydectes while he was away. Polydectes and his courtiers turn to stone when Perseus confronts them at a dinner and exposes Medusa's head. Perseus discovers that his grandfather, King Acrisius, has been looking for safety in the city of Argos while he celebrates his victory. As a result of fulfilling the prophecy, Perseus unwittingly makes his way to Argos, where King Acrisius has taken refuge in fear. The prophecy is realized when Perseus accidentally kills Acrisius with a stray discus during a sporting match. But the battle has not ended yet. Enraged at his son's demise, Poseidon lets loose the terrifying Kraken to destroy Argos. Pegasus, the winged horse descended from Medusa, helps Perseus as he soars towards the monster. Perseus fulfills his heroic destiny by turning the creature known as the Kraken to stone by using Medusa's head once more, so saving the city. Kraken defeated and his destiny fulfilled, Perseus returns Medusa's head to Athena, who places it on her shield as a symbol of protection. Perseus marries Andromeda, and they live happily ever after, while Perseus ascends to become a revered hero in Greek mythology, forever remembered for his epic clash with the Titans. Ultimately, this allegorical reading transforms the Battle of the Titans into a metaphor for the celestial dance of the planets and other celestial bodies in the sky. In conclusion, ancient societies anthropomorphized celestial body movements and interactions, giving the gods and heroes in their myths human traits, motivations, and conflicts in an attempt to make sense of these complicated events. In the same vein, God is frequently anthropomorphically portrayed in Christianity in order to promote human understanding and connection, such as a judge or a father figure. Although anthropomorphism is used by both ancient societies and Christianity to depict divine entities and explain cosmic phenomena, the theological contexts and goals of anthropomorphism differ greatly between the two religions. In contrast to Christianity, where anthropomorphism enriches the believer's understanding of God's nature and develops a sense of spiritual intimacy, ancient societies frequently used anthropomorphism as part of a polytheistic worldview intended to explain the natural world and human life. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Subscribing is completely free and it really helps us out so you can stay updated with our future videos. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below.